This film was so trippy. It's called Henry Eats, and it's about a lonely man whose demons keep eating away at him. A brain eats the heads of the bodies coming down a belt line. Eventually, we find out that this brain belongs to Henry. A floating faucet connects to Henry's head and dumps out a bunch of liquid from his head into a mug. A demon crawls out of the walls of Henry's home and drinks Henry's liquid thoughts before creeping back into its hiding spot. That's when we find out that Henry lives by himself in the middle of nowhere and spends most of his days peering out the window for hours on end. But it turns out, even though he lives in the middle of nowhere, he's not alone. Monsters live in the woods surrounding his house, and there's one in particular who's hungrier than the others. It races to Henry's home, and as the demon in Henry's walls continues to snack on his liquid brain matter, the monster sneaks inside and eats the demon's head before taking Henry's as well. This film is a pretty good depiction of depression. Henry is all alone with nothing but disturbing thoughts to keep him company. Every time he tries to get rid of these thoughts, his inner demons just swallow them back up. Henry feels like there's no escaping the inner conflict happening in his head, and it's almost like he feels hopeless, like these thoughts are never going to go away, no matter how hard he tries. He was surrounded by this drab emptiness, both physically and mentally. In the end, the monster in the woods eats the demon's head before eating Henry's. And I think this represents Henry taking his own life because he thought it was the only way he can make all the attacks on his mental health come to an end.